welcome to the show. My name is Joe Cross. You may know me from rebootwithjoe.com. And if you saw my movie, Fat, Sick and Nearly Dead, you'll know I'm crazy about juicing. Not only did it change my life, I reckon it saved it. So you should not be surprised to know that very rarely do I let a day go by without juicing up a storm. But that can get a little boring. So I wanted to find someone who could help me kick my juicing up a notch. And today, we're going to be joined by Chef Dan Kluger. Now he's from ABC Kitchen, we're in the Reboot Kitchen, and we're going to talk about exceptional juicing. G'day Dan, how are you mate?
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for stopping by. Well look what we got here mate, this is just a dead set juice feast. I mean, look at the colour, look at this glowing out. The inspiration for you, when you're sitting at home or in the kitchen and you're trying to think about juicing, what sort of comes to mind when you're sort of like, okay, what am I going to put in this, and that? What sort of things do you think about?
I start to think a lot about the seasonality of things. What grows together goes together, right?
Right,
so, you know, right now, one of the first ones we're going to have is sweet potatoes, cranberries, some citrus, some fennel, all things that we're seeing right now at the farmer's market.
Great. Well, look, we're at the Reboot workbench. We've got our power tool, so we're two blokes that are pretty happy. Let's fire up that Breville juicer and let's get started. I'm thirsty.
So sweet potato, you know, high in potassium.
Right.
This is a good sort of overindulgence one.
Right. High in potassium, which we all know we need a lot of that.
A little cranberries, add some acidity.
Right.
And very healthy. A little bit of fennel.
Notice the chef's not using the plunger as much in the kitchen. It's all flying, which is great.
And then I add citrus. I take the zest off so it's not as bitter.
The zest meaning the peel.
The peel. The white pith is where the bitterness is, but I do add some of the actual zest, which has some oil.
Let's have a look at that. So we've got the inside of that taken out. That's cool.
I'm going to add this all together. I add the ginger, and this one's a little different. I add a little bit of cinnamon, which is really good for you.
Cool.
And I add it in with the citrus.
Perfect. Now, how difficult is that to take that pith out when you're doing the...
It's easy, just shave it down with a knife.
It is?
And this is our juice.
Cool. Well, this looks great. All right, what do we call this one?
Sort of a Thanksgiving surprise, I think.
Thanksgiving surprise? Perfect. Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
Great. Well, juice number one out of the road. What are we going to do for juice number two?
So the next one is a little more of a detox juice.
Yeah, right.
Very green based, but I try to change it up a little bit using a couple different ingredients like grapefruit, mint, I love mint,
Right.
Celery. So just change it up a little bit.
Okay, cool. Well, let's crank it up and get started. That first one, that's a beauty. I'm going to have a sip more on that while you're making this one. Not often I get to juice while someone else is juicing.
So we have fennel,
Right?
grapefruit, lemon, same thing. I've taken the outer rind off.
We're getting a lot of juice out of that too. There's a lot coming through, which is fabulous.
We have mutsu apples. I really like mutsus. I like the green tartness. It's sweet, but it's more of a tart apple, kind of like a Granny Smith.
Cool. You've used one of these machines before?
I have the same exact one at home. It's getting a lot of mileage.
You do? You like it?
I love it. I've gotten to the point now where my kids like to make the juice with me. I can't get them to drink it, but they like it.
Very hard to get kids away from the machine, man. Kids just love this. Everywhere I go, the kids want to get up, they want to do the plunging, put the veggies in. It's a great way to get them excited about their
Exactly.
veggies. All right. Let's whack up another couple of glasses. Juice number two. Pour me up. Perfect. Now, when would you recommend this juice for? Is there a certain time of the year, day that you're sort of keen on this?
Again, this is definitely a seasonal juice, but I think it's great for you know, this time of the year, kind of going through a lot of partying and hanging out. It's good.
So as you say, that word detox, where you just sort of get this in to boost up the nutrition, right? Okay, cool. Oh,
Get
that's
the
good.
fennel.
Yeah, the fennel.
Yep.
And I've got the grapefruit coming through too, that tangy grapefruit. Love it. All right. Third and final juice. In the series of exceptional juicing, we're going to go with what?
So this is going to be another green juice, really high in vitamins. We're adding a lot to it. So we have kale, collards, which is also often overlooked for juicing, but great
Well,
juice.
look at those big leaves. Aren't they fabulous?
Cucumber, simple cucumber, We're going to use a bunch of parsley.
So this is really green. Dan from ABC Kitchen's version of his green juice. This is kind of like a big multivitamin, this juice, isn't it?
This is probably my normal everyday juice.
Yeah, right. You're getting lots of iron coming out there from the collards, all the greens. Fabulous. I always let the ladies know about the cucumber, very good for the nails.
Yep.
Strengthens that up. Lots of antioxidants in this juice. Wow, look at that green colour coming through. Gotta love that. And a little bit of ginger. Fire it up.
This one's gonna be a little intense.
It's gonna be a bit. This is, you know, this really is a supercharged. We've got everything in there we needed.
Just gonna add the apple.
So this is it, the Mutsu apple.
Mutsu apple.
Mutsu apple.
It's tart, but it's also sweet. It's a good mix.
Right.
Add the rest of this in.
Tart and sweet all in one. All right, let's line up our third in a row. We don't do things by halves here in the Reboot Kitchen. Whoa, look at that. Look at the green colour there. Look at that richness.
Cheers.
Nutrient density. Yeah, that's got some kick to it.
Yeah.
That's good.
A little spice from the kale.
But it's solid.
Yeah.
I mean, you can drink that all day. And you know what? Don't be perturbed by the colour. You know, a lot of people, they look at a green juice and they go, ugh, right? How could I do that? But really, you've got to wrap your laughing gear around this because I'm telling you, the taste and what you can get out of this, real good. All right, Dan, thanks for dropping by Reboot Kitchen, mate. For all those recipes we just did, don't forget to check out rebootwithjoe.com for those and plenty more. Thanks, mate.
Thank you.
You're a champion.
I appreciate it.